Hi guys, DJ Lunchbox, the Wrestling Mayhem Show, and I want to talk to you about PittsburghOnVideo.org. It is the place to be for all things Pittsburgh related on video. You can find lots and lots of videos from Sorgatron Media as well as many, many other people, all based out of Pittsburgh. It's a fantastic place to be. We love the city, you love the city, and if you don't, you will. PittsburghOnVideo.org. Check it out.
Parental discretion is advised.
What's up, guys? This week on the Wrestling Mayhem Show, we take a trip to the Bone Zone. We run down the Payback pay-per-view. We discuss when the hype is just too much. All that, and we get an email from a girl. Stick around.
Just wait, just wait, just wait, just wait, just wait. Wait for the perfect time, then attack. Don't give up what you want, take it back. Wait for the perfect time.
Folks, welcome to Wrestling Mayhem Show number 373. I'm DJ Lunchbox. You have stumbled on the greatest podcast in the history of the world. It is absolutely fantastic, and we are happy to have you. We, you ask? Yes, I'm not crazy. There's just one of me, but there is also a number of other people. Folks, the man himself, Sorgatron.
Hi, this show started. How you doing? This is Wrestling Mayhem Show. I'm Sorg. It's Mayhem Studios, Pittsburgh, PA. I've been podcasting for far too long, but I'm still here.
Also with us this week is the what's the word I'm looking for? Completely drop dead fucking sexy. Let's go with that. Riz.
Aww. And I think the word you were looking for was hung.
Oh,
Hung. That's
Yes.
it. You're
also-
exactly right.
Because I have been doing DDP yoga. Thank you for asking.
please forgive his fairly delayed video. Where
And I have been, feeling the bang.
Wait, for real?
Yes.
You've been doing the
Yeah,
thing?
that's true.
Oh,
Yes.
nice.
Both me and Riz have started the DDP yogas, and you do indeed
And we
feel the
are
bang
waiting for
almost
our
immediately.
call for the orgy.
Oh.
DDP, you have my number.
Mm-hmm.
We know
Also
we know
with us
what you're
this week-
doing with Jake Roberts and Scott Hall. No, we want to join.
Sure. Yeah. I've never sucked a man's penis before, especially not a WWE legend. Why not? Speaking of which, not speaking of which, I'm sorry. Also with us this week is the king of all things indie wrestling, WrestleFan.
Speaking of sucking WWE
Eamon, it's not
legends'
WrestleFan anymore. It's not WrestleFan anymore. That's
Hey,
over.
call
It's
me-
dead.
call me
WrestleFan is
WrestleFan.
dead.
I don't give a
Joining us
fuck.
this week is the man, the myth, the indie legend, Eamon.
Oh god, don't call me the indie legend. I'm gonna get so much shit for that.
It's too late.
Yeah, I got
Future indie legend?
maybe. Lunchbox, I can't describe how insurmountably sad I was when you were describing the next person on the show being a drop dead sexy man, and then it wasn't me. That was the biggest just deflating thing that I've you've ever put me through.
You're
And I
underage.
feel
I
really
can't do that.
bad.
You're underage.
And
This isn't
well,
goddamn To Catch a Predator.
I'm 18. Or I'm 19. That doesn't count.
You see, you don't even know. You don't even know your bullshit age.
You're
So you're
drunk.
saying I'm not drop dead sexy?
No, I'm not saying that, Riz. I'm just saying I was
That's
hankering
exactly
for
what
that
you're saying, sir.
I was hankering
And
for that
I'm
compliment,
offended.
and it just wasn't there.
I'm offended.
Well,
goodness.
what else is new?
Folks, you are in for one hell of a show. You have stumbled upon us at WrestlingMayhemShow.com, where you can find all things Wrestling Mayhem Show related. But one thing we love to do, we love to hear from you. You can email us at
Good times.
WrestlingMayhemShow.com. You can call us, and please do call us at 412-206-WMS0. That's 412-206-9670. Hit us up on Twitter at Mayhem Show. Find us on Facebook, on Google. Find us on Stitcher and Spreaker. And
What if you want all of this stuff on one thing?
What?
What if you want to get a hold of us all in one thing, Lunchbox?
Well,
where would you go for that?
Let me tell you what. I've got the perfect thing in mind. It's $1.99, and it is the Wrestling Mayhem Show app. It is the finest app in all of the App Store.
You mean
All of
this
them.
app right here?
That's exactly right, Riz. That's the very app that I'm talking about. It's incredible.
Shit.
You have exclusive Mayhem Show content, not just the regular show, which you're watching or listening to right now. No, my friends. We give you more. We give and give and give. We're like a Jewish mother, but we don't make you feel guilty for it. Mayhem Show Gold, exclusive content. You can only get it on the app. $1.99. Go to iTunes. Available on your iOS device. It's available on your Android device. It is probably not available on your Windows phone. Is that right, Sorg?
I think that's accurate, yes.
Right, but who has a Windows phone? So it doesn't even matter. It's absolutely fantastic, folks. I since we give so much to you, if you could give just a little bit to us, go and find us on iTunes. Did I hear a sleepy robot?
Yeah, you got a
already?
sleepy robot. That's weird.
Go and find us on iTunes. Leave us a comment. iTunes comments are very important for some reason. I don't really fully understand it. It has something to do with the rankings, but it doesn't matter. Go give us a good rating over on iTunes. You can find us. You can watch us on your Roku device on Wrestling Mayhem Show.blip TV. Find us on Blip TV. We're on YouTube, youtube.com/Wrestling Mayhem Show. That's right, you guessed it. Find us on MediaFly.com, Stitcher. I mentioned Stitcher, Downcast, all of that stuff. Folks, take a second, go over to WrestlingMayhemShow.com. Check out our Mayhem wear. We've got shirts and then more shirts. It's absolutely fantastic. You, as you probably already know, or maybe not if you're listening to it later, have found us here live every single Tuesday at live.sorgatronmedia.com. Folks,
That was
like I said, we give so much to you,
extended-
and you give so much to us
Wow. So
in
good.
the form of emails.
He's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, we gotta have you do this
We
more.
got some emails.
Thanks.
I think right off the top, we got
One
this-
of them is a girl.
It's a girl. Thank you, whoever color coded it pink in the document. By the way,
It's more of a magenta, but
so-
okay.
should I do a girl voice from this one? No.
Sure.
Dear Wrestling Mayhem Show. No, we're not doing that. I've got
Not girly
two
enough.
very important questions, both stemming from everyone's favorite, the Wrestle fan, Heyman, Antoine Andre Payton.
I'll take it.
Okay.
I'll take it.
Okay,
That's awesome.
first, regarding Chikara. Ah, no! What is going on? Ah, no!
Accurate.
Is that a question?
It
I
had a
don't think it's a
question mark.
question.
There was a question in there.
It does have a question mark on it. And
Punctuation.
I agree.
But, well, I think we covered what we know so far. Has there been anything new in developing that we can talk about briefly outside of the indie zone?
The only closest thing is that Wrestling is Fun, which is assuming that the thing that people assumed was going to be the new Chikara, I guess you could say. They're having an event in. They're not having it in Allentown anymore. They're having it in Easton, PA, where they normally have Chikara events. So
Dun, dun,
that may mean something.
What?
Yeah, I know. So I don't know what's happening. I'm still sort of scared. I'm still on the level of shitting myself because of how crazy this is. But yeah.
Now, I do have a
hopefully
question.
things will subside.
I did not catch the beginning of the show last week for the Indie Minute.
How does that happen? It's a podcast.
But did you guys mention about the non-space alien that is tweeting for right now?
I
Yes,
believe
we
I did.
Yes, we did.
You did?
Definitely.
Okay. He's totally
I
not a
love that
space
guy.
alien, though, guys.
Not at all.
Totally
He's
not a space
completely
alien.
not a space alien.
Totally not a space.
He loves our human professional wrestling.
Nope, he just loves regular professional wrestling. He misspoke. Darn autocorrect.
Okay, and another thing I have to note from the Chikara talk, real quick. Discussing with everyone on the show who doesn't follow Chikara as regularly, I was shocked to find out. The most shocking thing was finding out that Lunchbox didn't know who mixed martial arts he was.
Right? It's the
How
best
did
thing
you
I've
know?
ever heard. I don't even care if he can wrestle or not. That's an amazing name.
Hey, the fun thing is he can't. Fun thing.
Oh, by the way.
So the rest of the email.
The rest of the email, yes, there's more email from a girl. Secondly, from the
From a lady.
from the conversation Eamon, myself, and several others had, there is quite a preponderance of female wrestlers being idealized as having the capacity to get it. With this in mind, who are the the 3 male wrestlers you would like to bone and the 3 you would like to bone you. Wait, this is an awkward question.
No, this is a perfect question.
3
Awkward for you, maybe.
Isn't that the same?
Did somebody delete the FE off of that?
I've put a lot of thought into this.
Thank a bunch, the Wrestling Mayhem Show. Your pal, Jessica.
Who is-
All right,
who, by the way,
LB, since
is-
you're prepared for this.
who, by the way, is in the chat room as at leg kick TKO.
Excellent.
So,
Nice. Okay. All right. This is pretty simple. All right.
Yeah.
Three that you know are going to get the lunchbox special. All right. Number 1, Evan Bourne.
Okay.
ooh.
Simple,
always smiling.
easy. He's flippy, but I also feel that he would be tender and a great bottom. Number 2,
Influence a youngin.
huh?
He's a youngin.
What?
You have to influence him
He's-
with your sexual acts.
Sorry, I don't know. I think he's older than he looks. Number 2, Zack Ryder. Someone needs to shut him up, and I'm the man to do it with my cock. Number 3,
Wow.
Vince McMahon, same reason. All right, now
Whoa.
3 guys, the other 3 male wrestlers that, as it's put, would like to bone you. Okay, all right, simple, easy, straightforward. Number 1, William Regal. Got to let the man work. Let the man work. Sorry.
He's gonna break.
Sorry.
He's gonna break
No,
your.
keep going.
This
I
is
can't
where
go
it's
on.
not good
No,
to clap to have the feed coming back at you, right?
Oh Lord.
Number two, Dolph Ziggler. If Amy Schumer's stand-up routine is any indication, that would be a good time. Number 3, Abdullah the Butcher. End of discussion.
No, that's a horrible.
I don't think any of
I don't
us
think.
can bother to answer after that.
I don't think you want. I don't think you want Abdullah the Butcher to do that, though, because he has,
Probably not.
Makes
you
it
know,
rip.
the thing.
I said end of discussion.
All I can say is he'll never get in the ring. All right, unless anybody else wants to answer that question, I can't even wrap my head around that question right now.
I got the 3 that I would like to. And it kind of goes with the lunchbox thing of Zack Ryder. They're all hate fucks. It's Triple H. It's Triple H. It's Sheamus, and it's Randy Orton. Just straight hate fucks. And the other way around, Daniel Bryan, because that would just be an honor, like a legit honor.
Oh God.
Kane can probably join in as well.
What?
And
What?
You just turned it into a
What's a tough
ACH.
one?
ACH.
Sure, ACH. That would be
There we
amazing.
go.
Oh,
There we
geez,
go.
listen, there you go, Riz.
Good job.
Do you have
You know what's
anything?
great?
Just
You know
despite
what's
all
great?
of you.
You're probably gonna announce one of his matches.
No, he is
Yeah.
the first show.
He is.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah,
the
there
main
you go.
event.
And now
This
ACH has to
podcast
be on
needs
the
to not
lookout.
exist.
All right. First of all, you're all doing it wrong.
So I need to actually come up with the answers because all of you are.
Yes.
Oh, sorry. So on computer.
JTG.
What?
And I do agree with the Zack Ryder comment. Zack Ryder. And let's see, who else needs the money?
Also, we're doing this shit for free. That's how it's going down.
Hey, that was not. They did not phrase the question right.
All right.
Plus, it is Alex Riley. And let's see, for the other question, well, Great Khali, of course. That's one.
Oh my god, that would be
Biggie
violent
Langston.
and awkward.
Biggie Langston and who would be the third one?
Just pick one. Just
Have one
Mark Henry.
circle joining on
All
your
right.
pick.
I like
all
the
right.
chocolate.
all right. On the whole hate side of thing, I would go Curtis Axel, Tony Schiavone, Mike Tenay. On the honor side of things,
That was quick.
well, I had some time to think about it. Okay, I'm going last here. On the other side of things, I forgot about it now. Yeah. I remember. Let's go. Brian Ziegler and China. Let's move on.
Oh no, Sword!
Yeah, China does count.
I get it.
It's
Don't put.
Have you
yourself
seen
in
the
that.
video? Okay.
Yeah,
LB, please. We got to move along with this one. Go for it.
Okay. Don't eat Greek yogurt if you're Russian. It's me, it's it, Big PPC, motherfucking fan of the fucking year.
Oh wow.
Great vacation in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. Catching up on on wrestling, but all good. TNA pay-per-view was pretty not shabby. Questions. Where is your favorite vacation spot? What is your favorite all-time match stipulation? Fun word. Stipulation. Stipulation. So till next week, it's Bag PPC. Balls on someone's mouth, and I'm out. Sent from
wow,
the
this is a really, really sexually influenced
Sorry,
wrestling mayhem show today.
I'm sorry. The Tetris music was broken. What was the question again?
That's okay. Where is your favorite vacation spot?
This is all about wrestling.
Cleveland, Ohio. No.
Really, Sword?
Sork, you got to aim higher, my friend.
I know. Well, not that I've gone too many places, but I would say Toronto. So far.
Does that have to be places you've gone?
What?
Does it have to be places you've gone?
Well,
Yeah.
if it's your favorite vacation
Can't
spot,
be your
ideally
favorite
you've been
spot.
there.
I can still dream about shit. Okay.
I mean, like Disney
Um,
World, man.
Fine. Then Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Yay!
Sword's house.
Also, has not traveled much.
New Jersey. Jersey Shore.
Okay.
Really?
Favorite.
Okay.
Uh,
LB.
Atlantic City's right there. So.
There's this little beach house in Charleston, South Carolina. It's absolutely fantastic. I went down there for a week with Lady Lunchbox one time. There's a little golf cart that you ride down to the beach. It's absolutely incredible. Just screamingly fresh seafood plucked right out of the ocean, and the hobos have the greatest screams at night. I would just sit on the roof of this beach house and listen to the hobos sing their horrible hobo song.
And I'm sorry, man. I'm like, yes, you are a wonderful host, but when I pick my favorite vacation spot, it's the place that doesn't generally smell like urine. As much as I love New York City.
Toronto's beautiful.
And I'm not
man.
talking about your apartment. I'm talking about New York City. Bronx is fabulous. Yes.
The other question is, what's your favorite wrestling match stipulation?
Wrestling.
That is a
match
fun word to
stipulation.
say.
Stipulation.
Like stipulation, or can we call a cage match? Because
Yeah, that's a stipulation.
no, yeah.
I think so, yeah.
I don't know. What do you guys think? LB, you got one?
I do love a good hardcore match. A good one.
Just in general, yeah.
Not a shitty garbage hardcore match.
I'm a fan of a last man standing match. Like I know they've been having a lot lately, but I started watching that DVD, and I dig it when I dig one where they just go everywhere. You know, like trying to turn off the music. Sorry about that. Will you? Amen.
Probably be a tie between either a 2 out of 3 falls or a 60-minute Iron Man match.
Oh, you almost had
Or,
one.
or any Iron Man.
You
match
almost had
that
the one
matter.
on Raw.
Because-
What about you, Riz?
Well, yeah, not that one. But the reason is because it takes a lot of skill, I think, to keep that person's attention for that long. So.
Yeah. What about you, Riz?
Inferno match.
Inferno match. Holy crap! From the chat room, we got Garza's
Fire.
Pure Rules. Wheels is 3 Stages of Hell. Mad Mike loves the Chamber. Carlin says no DQ, but countouts count. Ooh.
Yeah, I got it.
I get it.
So yeah, there you go, and that is the big
I will say
PPC
Detroit-
mail.
oh, wait.
What? Go ahead. What's that?
No, he just says Detroit.
Okay, one last one. Who wants it?
I'll take it.
Okay.
From our pal in the mainstream media, Mr. Matt Carlin. Hey, WMS crew. Just one question I need answered. If you could see anyone beat the living hell out of Sheamus, who would it be? I like this question. I don't want the beating to be too quick, so my choice is a reanimated zombie Stu Hart. I think there'd be a lot of stretching and screaming. Makes me smile just thinking about it. Your mainstream media huckleberry, Matt Carlins.
I got
P.S.
that one.
Super Indie, God willing, I'll see you there.
Fantastic.
All right.
Fantastic.
Sweet.
Excellent. And we do have one voicemail.
Oh, there was a question.
Wait.
Oh, there was a question.
Who would you want to see beat the living hell out of Sheamus?
Out of Seamus. Well, I think you definitely should answer that first.
Oh my god, all the options.
As soon as I turn off your sleepy robot.
Sleepy
I would-
Robot.
I would say probably either the two that come to my mind, either Vader, like beat the shit out of you, Vader. You know how scary like that can be, and like Dr. Death, like just someone who's like this tough, manly person that Sheamus is trying to be, but he just comes off like an asshole.
Mm-hmm.
And any of you guys got picks?
I'm on a big Ultimate Warrior kick lately.
Huh.
It's a good solid choice.
Well, real choice, I say Fit Finley.
Yeah.
Wow,
Makes sense, LB.
I have two choices.
Mm-hmm.
And I forgot one of them. Oh, yeah. Mick Foley in a big, crazy match. I think that would be a lot of fun.
Okay.
And number two is AJ.
AJ Lee.
Like our
AJ Lee,
or-
just hit him
AJ
with a
Lee.
car and then just beat the shit out of him with like a kendo stick or a cane or something.
Yeah.
Okay. I can see that.
Okay.
Hmm?
Okay.
I also have two.
Okay.
One of them is Ken Shamrock. Just break his legs, break his ankles. And the other one, Hornswoggle. Because why not?
Okay.
It's,
Hornswoggle's the answer to everything.
Hornswoggle is the answer to everything.
Excellent.
Everybody needs to know that.
From the chat room over at live.sorgatronmedia.com if you want to join us over there. It's live.sorgatronmedia.com. Matt, I had them, but they moved up. What, Harley Quinn style? Dan the Beast Severn from Wheels. You guys are saying I'm too quick here. Cesaro, says Mad Mike. Ken Shamrock on crack was my second choice, says Matt Carlins, the writer of the email. Okay. Excellent.
And Leg
Yeah?
Kick TKO says, Miz, he would just injure him unintentionally. That is pretty good.
Wow. And we got a voicemail from one AJ.
Oh boy.
Maybe. If I could
Wait,
fix
our
this.
AJ?
Everybody's asking about the 5 stages of hell and who you would put in it.
Yes. 5 stages.
First off, The Undertaker's this match because he's not going to be able to go that long and it should be over quickly. But also, I'm putting Kane in it because that dude is actually from hell as far as we're concerned storyline-wise. And this is not a 5 stages of hell match. This is a 9 stages of hell match, as told by Dante's Inferno. We're going to go with actual circles of hell. Step 1, this is a limbo match, in which the first person to give the fuck up and just walk to the back wins. This will happen quickly. Second stage, lust. You have to coerce and bang a diva in the middle of the ring. I'm sure Michelle McCool isn't doing anything. Undertaker gets a pinfall. Third circle, gluttony. This is a pizza eating contest. And if you don't want to watch a pizza eating contest between The Undertaker and Kane, I have nothing for you. Number 4, greed. You will face the World Heavyweight, U.S. and Tag Team Champions in a match. You must pin all 4 and win all of the belts. Number 5, anger. This is an immediate revenge match for all 4 of the guys who just got pinned. Number 6, heresy. The Undertaker knows that he's just going to win at WrestleMania, so he just gets that pinfall. He just knows. He's like, yeah, 22-0, whatever. I still hate you, Undertaker. Number 7, violence. This is a hardcore match. Everybody just gets beaten to death with kendo sticks and garbage cans. The 8th circle, fraud. Whoever gets pinned actually gets the pinfall because the referee lies to you and lies to all of us. And finally, 9th circle, treachery. Just as all terrible matches end, this ends in a DQ. Bye, everybody. This has been Bo fucking Davey, and you're fucking welcome. The F is for Florentine because Dante was from Florence. Bye.
Wow, that was educational in the long run.
I would watch that match 10 times.
Wow.
Over and over
Please
again.
write that down for voicemail of the year. That was
Did
incredible.
he say who was in it?
He said the Undertaker.
Kane and the Undertaker.
Oh, is
He did mention a pizza eating contest, so I would suggest Matt Hardy be in it as well because he is one.
Just because that was the who would you have and what would the stages be for a 5 stages of Hell match started by Matt Carlins last week on the show. So if you have any interest in that, at Mayhem Show, check that out. Now let's drop it to Amateur Falling Down, untelevised hitting of people. It's the Indie Minute with.
I love how you try to find new ways to not say professional wrestling.
Amen. 2, please. The former Wrestle fan.
Former Wrestle fan. The artist formerly known as Wrestle fan.
There you go. Now known as the artist, not known as Prince Iakea.
Yeah, where's Paisley? Paisley. Independent wrestling this week. Sorgatron Media's got tons of stuff going on.
Oh, hey!
The big thing being Super Indie. For International Wrestling Cartel. This Saturday, the 15th, in Elizabeth, Pennsylvania.
Oh, yeah.
So, Sorg, I believe you will be at that show.
I believe I will be as well, and I believe this page will load eventually. A lot of great stuff there. We got Jimmy Rave, Anthony Nice, ACH, Gory Facade, of course, regulars, Kyle Matthews, Extreme Tiger, Bobby Fish, Shane Strickland, and that's just the people in the tournament. A great show as always. It's the big one. That's my name on this page. There you go. So go check that out. It's at iwcwrestling.com. LB just said, "Screw this! I'm off this show. I don't need to be here for the ending."
See what you did.
My segment.
Also, the show that the B team's going to be going to is right down the road in West Newton, PA. It's Unleashed 5, RWALive.com. Yes, I'm the asshole that produces both those DVDs, guys. So go check that out if that's more your style. And again, they're way different shows. If you're into a bunch of indie guys, from all around, like Super Indie is the showcase. RWA is again demonstrated from that last DVD, a very impressive crowd and situation going on there. They're going to have a fans bring the weapon match. So,
I heard this.
So I mean, these are definitely very, very different shows competing with each other, right?
I'm scared to see.
I'm sorry.
I'm scared to see what West Newton fans are going to bring to their.
I was going to say, because on the RWA Live website, I noticed that there is a attention to the fans out there that the banned items for fans bring the weapons matches are nails, glass, razor wire, and scissors. It would be probably, I don't know, better to know no sharp objects. Because they just as the fans come in, it's like a canned food drive. They just put them in a thing. And I'm not sure if they go through them. I remember the one where there was Guitar Hero guitars, there was real guitars, there was a pumpkin covered in tacks.
Yeah.
Oh God. Mad Mike brought up a good point. They didn't note gun.
Hey, this is no. This is West Newton. They keep their guns down there.
Yeah, chainsaw. There's all these options of sharp, very dangerous objects that can be used that they are not clarifying to.
Let's start, everybody start tweeting at RWA Pro and tell them, so that means I can bring blank, right? I want everybody right now in the chat room, get on your Twitter accounts, at RWA PRO, and say, so I can bring a blank to the fans bring the weapon match, right? And just whatever insane crap that doesn't fit in those guidelines. Let's just have fun with this and scare some promoters.
Chachi's gonna die.
Chachi's gonna die. Yes, Chachi will be heading up that production and filming ringside. So I need to make sure, I need to get insurance on that camera. So there's that. And what's going on not in Pittsburgh, sir?
Not in Pittsburgh is the last thing I want to talk about. Also happening on the 15th, a lot of events happening on the 15th. In Reseda, California, it's PWG, Pro Wrestling Guerrilla's next event. Is Your Body Ready? This is going to be an absolutely huge one. The main event in the match that I claimed that I loved a lot, a 60-minute Iron Man match. Adam Cole defends the Pro Wrestling Guerrilla Championship against longtime rival Sami Callihan. This also may be the last time you may see Sami Callihan at an independent wrestling show because of the rumor that he may be going to WWE.
What?
I know.
What?
Also scheduled on that card, you have the Young Bucks taking on AR Fox and Samurai Del Sol, another person possibly heading to WWE. Kevin Steen and Drake Younger. There's people like Johnny Gargano, Chuck Taylor, Davey Richards. Tons of great athletes. So if you want tickets for that, you can go to ProWrestlingGorilla.com. It's the 15th at 8 p.m. in Reseda, California, at the American Legion Post number 308. Go check them out. Go support them. PWG always doing fun stuff. Go support them because they're doing some awesome stuff. And that, my friends, is the Indie Minute for this week.
Thank you.
I got a few of the early suggestions made to RWA.
Okay.
Leg Kick TKO tweeted to him, so I can bring a lion, right? Mad Mike tweeted, so I can bring a container of potent hydrochloric acid to the fans bring the weapons match. And I tweeted, might as well do it, I can bring a dildo covered in chocolate, right?
That's amazing.
You need the chocolate to stick the thumbtacks to it.
Yes. This is functional. Excellent.
Thank God.
And by the way, Sorg,
Yes.
I do miss the tack-o'-lantern.
The tack lantern was amazing. Ladies and gentlemen, I can't remember what show that was. Was that No Excuses that year or something?
No. Was
Or-
it Payback? No.
It was like a No Excuses or
It was I think it was No Excuses or Call to Arms, one of the two.
It had to been. Anyways, guys, Wrestling Mayhem Show. Thanks. That was the Indie Minute. We're going to go check out what's going on in Gold. We're going to check out LB's new friend Gamera. What's going on with the last RWA show. And we'll be right back. Wrestling Mayhem Show.
Versus 13, but they put so much effort into it, they just decided it was getting too big, so they decided to just kick it over to 15.
So wait,
So it's its own game now.
What happened to 14?
That was the original online one.
All right, let's talk about
I remember that.
wrestling.
That's an MMO. That's different.
Bobby, thank
Why
you.
would we do that? Let's talk about stuff that I
Bobby.
can talk about.
Bobby. Goodbye.
Bobby. Bobby also does what he wants, and what he wants to do right now is come, apparently. Hey guys, it's DJ Lunchbox of the Wrestling Mayhem Show, and I'm here with my pet turtle, Gamera. Say hello, Gamera. What Gamera meant to say was, you need to go to sorgatronmedia.com immediately and click on every single link that you can find, particularly the ones of the Wrestling Mayhem Show, the finest wrestling podcast on all the internet. Say goodbye, Gamera. What a dick. Folks, welcome back to the Wrestling Mayhem Show. It is good to have you back. Every now and then here on the show, we like to remember why we got into wrestling in the first place. We like to look back into our past in a little segment we like to call Remember When? So, let's talk about feuds that just didn't deliver. Things that didn't really click. It seemed like it might be something really good, but when push came to shove, it just fell flat. My first memory, the first thing that comes to mind for this is Triple H and Randy Orton. They've had lengthy feuds, and every single time those two come up against each other, it's just boring. It just falls flat. I don't know what it is, but it's not just the fact that they went on after Undertaker Shawn Michaels that one year. They just those two don't mesh well as opponents. As a team, they're fine. When they were in Evolution, they played off each other well. But as opponents, not so much. Sorg, what do you think?
I wasn't ready for that, but right off the top of my head, like I feel like that CM Punk Jericho could have been more. Not that they had bad matches. I'm sorry, and I know this is a recent conversation, right?
Yeah.
And again, I enjoyed every minute of it, but it definitely could have been something better, right, guys? I mean, really.
Mm-hmm. Oh God, yeah.
And
Up to the promos and even the actual match, like.
Yeah, and I think it was just they were in a bad position because they were overshadowed by, again, the Undertaker match, again, the Rock Cena match, and it felt like they should have been a bit more than they were. But again, I don't think it was necessarily their fault. And again, we'll have another chance at it. Let's see what happens with this. Maybe this time around we're going to have kind of a Jericho Shawn Michaels oh my god moment. Remember Shawn Michaels and Jericho had a feud in the past before they did that Summer of Awesome. A few years ago. So let's see what happens this time. And I'm hoping, but yay! But let's see if it actually is interesting. Next, how about you, Wrestle Fan?
I do have a spare one since that was my original one, the Jericho Punk thing. The first one, the one I can think of is Eddie Guerrero and Rey Mysterio WWE-wise, like 2005-ish. I thought they could have done a lot without the whole, I'm the actual son of your adopted son, or the father of your adopted son, and and because Eddie, has that ability to sort of play a great character, but I think they tried way too much with the story, where it just got so ridiculous that it couldn't be taken seriously. I think if they just built it as the whole feud between Eddie and Ray, and just Eddie sort of slowly losing his mind, sort of thing, I thought it would have been awesome. And even the ladder match that they had to sort of cap off the feud wasn't that great. Yeah, which sucks because those are two really great wrestlers. So that's the one that comes to my mind. Riz,
I'm going to probably not shock anybody, but I'm going to reverse it a little bit. The build-up was good. The build-up was awesome. It was for WrestleMania. It was for everything that everybody's going to watch you guys do this. So you got to go out there and do it. And then Brock Lesnar and Goldberg happened. And it was supposed to be one of the best matches in WWE, in WrestleMania, in history. Was it Los Angeles? Whatever. It doesn't really matter.
It was in Madison Square Garden.
Yeah, it's
Madison
funny.
Square Garden. It was supposed
to
to be the match, and it sucked. And I don't care if it was because they were going off to do bigger and better things, which is bullshit. No, it was supposed to be two monsters going head to head. And that's all you needed. And they fucked it up.
And they should be the experts in that in WWE.
Yeah.
I also don't think that was any of WWE's real fault.
No.
I mean, slightly, because they should have, I guess, seen it coming.
Is this the first match that we can blame on the internet? I feel like it is.
You think?
Because isn't that why everybody knew? I can't trying to think back that far.
I think it was bad because they weren't going to even try.
Whoa. They didn't even get started, and the fans were done with them. It had nothing to do. It has nothing to do with the match. Now, Grand, yeah, okay.
It didn't.
No. They were done before they hit the ring. And man, Mike, please attest to this. I wasn't there. It says it took
Sorg, he's yelling at you.
He took 8 minutes for them to lock up. I counted. He said. So he was there. He was there. So we'll give him that. But still, I think the jury was out on these guys beforehand, right? And that didn't help.
Possibly, and it didn't help at all because everyone knew why they weren't giving a shit.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, Riz.
So? Still put on a match.
Yeah.
Who gives a shit?
Yeah, you don't let the internet crowd dictate what you do in the ring.
They still put on John Cena matches. They still have John. They know. They don't give a shit.
I don't know. I've seen some great John Cena matches.
Yeah, I've seen great
yeah,
John
but-
Cena matches too, and the internet didn't dictate that.
No.
It's how you avoid this stuff, and doing that only amplifies their voice. The thing with the Fandango music, that's the same thing that happened. They amplified it enough that got the wrestlers to just say, fuck it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not... The fans not caring did have some part of it, but the wrestlers should care because it's WrestleMania. It's the spectacle. And if you're just saying that the fans dictate it, no. I'm sorry, Sorg. I disagree.
They should have some
about
pride
the
in their
internet.
job.
Yeah.
Because I like the internet and I want to stay on the internet. Skynet.
The internet's fun.
I was a blank. Yeah. So with
Good.
that, is everybody went? Here we go. Everybody go.
I think so.
Everybody go. So
But yeah, it's just Mad Mike yelling at you.
next will be Mad Mike yelling at all of us. It's Mad Mike's Minute of Mayhem.
Greetings, Mayhemmer. It's Mad Mike once again with your Minute of Mayhem. So Raw this week was it was a weird show. It was a weird show. It went really long. I was surprised how late Raw ran. But first off, TNA. I don't know how TNA is able to pull off some really, really amazing segments and some really, really awful ones on the same show. For those of you who didn't watch TNA, go back and look for the segments where Devon and Nux are hunting for Abyss. They'll blow your mind. It was so awesome. It was the best thing I've seen on TNA in months. Legitimately. Also, the best thing I watched during TNA was Emma matches. Thank you, WrestleFan. I refuse to use your indentured servant name. So back to Raw. The 3 stars of the week. The 3rd star goes to the Wyatt family. Again, 2 promos this week, which made it sound like to me that they're going to come the Monday after Payback. I wonder who Bray Wyatt is going to make job. My money is on, let's say Alex Riley. 2nd star goes to Team Show Off for Dolph coming back, finally having an awesome promo. And the whole Biggie AJ thing was amazing. I don't care what anyone else thought of it. I fucking loved it. It actually, it's a Divas storyline. Go figure. Also, number 1 star, Daniel Bryan and Seth Rollins. Yeah, that was just fantastic. All across the board. If only we didn't have that bullshit Randy Orton match beforehand and that bullshit Triple H segment afterwards. But before I sign off from the minute, I have a question for the Mayhem universe. Worst actress, Brooke Hogan or Stephanie McMahon? You be the judge. My money's on Brooke. Alright, spin the minute. Peace, bitches.
Thanks, Mad Mike, for that Minute of Mayhem. He's got a question there for you guys. So, worst actress, Brooke
I
or
think we all can-
Stephanie? Whoa. First of all, me, Brooke. Riz?
Brooke.
Eamon?
Brooke.
LB?
Brooke.
Chat room? Brooke.
Brooks.
Horsey
Brooke.
Brooks? What?
Horsey Brooks?
Oh, Horsey Books.
Courtney Cox.
That's another thing. Courtney Cox. She was
Courtney
fantastic
Cox.
in Masters of the Universe. And with that, let's go. Yeah, I think it's hands
Hard
down.
to
it's
argue
Brooke.
with.
Stephanie's had a lot
Stephanie's
of practice.
close. But Brooke
Yeah.
just can't show emotion.
I don't know if we just accepted it with. I mean, she's no worse than her dad, really.
Brooke can't
Stephanie has
show
experience at
emotion
least.
Yeah.
because she has no muscles to show emotion.
She's worked on all the rest, and
Yeah, they are all Botoxed to the point
Aw.
of constant emotionless stare.
Well, that could be. That
Dude,
could be.
I don't think it's Botox. I think it's just the fact that she thinks in order to cry, she just needs to make really intense poopy faces.
Maybe like her eyes.
Wait, are we talking about Stephanie or
Her-
Brooke?
Oh, Stephanie. Oh,
Stephanie.
Oh, I was talking about Brooke.
I would think Stephanie.
It seems like we're talking about both.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
interchangeable. I can accept Stephanie more though, just in general.
Because she's a McMahon.
Yeah. All right, now for the other awesome segment of the night, the comments from the unwashed masses. Compiled.
Right!
What?
What?
Lunchbox has a thing he wants to talk about.
LB?
Oh, right. I do have a thing. I
You do
forgot
have
about
a
it
thing.
again.
Yes. Touch on this.
So a little while back, we had a discussion about who would get future endeavored. We all picked a wrestler as to who it would be. Let me run down the list here real quick before, and we have a winner. We have a winner. We've had a winner, and we forgot about it. Riz, oddly enough, picked the Great Khali, who he's since become a huge fan of.
Yes.
Sorg picked Big Zeke Jackson.
Yep.
Chachi picked Heath Slater, which is a solid pick, let's be honest. Wrestle fan picked Alex Riley, and I think he also picked to fuck him tonight, so let's remember that.
No,
I picked
didn't pick Riley.
Yoshitatsu, who... What's that?
I didn't pick Riley. Someone else did, but go on.
You're right,
That
yeah.
was me.
I picked Yoshitatsu and then immediately forgot that he existed.
He's over on
Bobby
NXT.
picked Evan Bourne, who everyone forgot he existed. Bo Diggity
Bourne
picked
forgot he
Camacho, same joke as before. Alexander Cars picked Vince McMahon, and our winner, ace number one, we're all just fighting for number two now. Big PPC himself picked Derek Bateman, who has since, much to WrestleFans' chagrin, been released by the WWE.
Well,
should be to everyone's
Let's be honest. He hasn't been on WWE since he did the World's Strongest Man Sent.
I'm going to say exactly what I said in the Future Endeavored article. I don't know who this is. Seriously, it looks like Andy Samberg playing a wrestler in an Adam McKay movie.
Yeah. It's pretty
I
much.
hate you guys.
No,
You don't
nobody
know
watches
when things are
NXT
so
at all,
good.
WrestleFan.
Oh, did you notice though? Did you see what's happened? What they're doing? That they started a YouTube channel and they're doing skits.
Yeah, with Percy Watson.
Yeah,
That was funny.
it wasn't terribly funny, unfortunately. But that they're doing something.
Shut down.
I mean, I expect more from a group involving Derek Bateman.
It was no Derek Bateman and Daniel Bryan going on.
I mean, do they have anything else other than a tap water one? Because the whole thing was about him getting mad because his friend gave him tap water.
I haven't seen the other ones.
So, and even that, apparently they did it, and there was a help us edit this video, contact us. So, okay.
Sword, get on that shit.
It looked like somebody already had edited it. I wish I got to them first.
Edit it more.
Let me edit more of it. No, we can do this better, guys. You know how I am with stuff. Yeah.
Big PPC, our big winner.
Big PPC.
Look, watch your mailbox, Big PPC, because your prize is not coming.
Oh, I don't know about that. We can give him something. No. We can give him a prize. Hold on.
Forgot you have all that stuff.
We got. Well, no. I'll give him if he wants big PPC. No, we do have a prize. We're getting serious about these prizes. He's not part of the crew. We give him a prize. Tell you what, big PPC. I think it's up there in digital download since it's the big occasion, Super Indies this weekend. Big PPC. Watch your email. I want to send you a link to. You're going to get free last year's Super Indy in anticipation of this one. Which,
I like that.
I forget who all was on that. Super Indy 11. Always a good show, but I don't know why I can't remember.
Cool people were on it.
Cool people were on it.
Wrestlers were on it.
I think Samurai Del Sol was on it.
Lots of wrestlers.
Maybe a Sammy Callahan in there.
Oh, it was definitely a Sammy Callahan. That's the one he
Samurai
won.
Del Sol.
That involves.
No, wait, no, that was in it.
That's Sammy Callahan, Facade, Chuck Taylor, Gory, Ricky Shane Page, Pepper Parks, Aiden Vale, and Matthew Justice last year.
Oh my God!
That was the year we were supposed to have Davey. We were supposed to have Davey Richards and I think Adam Cole, and they no-showed. So
hey, Pepper Parks, bro.
Pepper Parks. Pepper Parks and Cherry Bomb, more
I'm
because he
sorry.
brings Cherry Bomb.
I tried to upswing it from Davey Richards. And
Nothing wrong with Pepper Parks, but he's still better when he has Cherry Bomb. All right, now let's go to the comments of the unwashed masses. Eamon? God, I'm going to do that all the time.
I don't care. Call me whatever
I
you want.
care.
Call me
I care. You're going to be a professional-ish ringside announcer. Commentator. You're more than the wrestle fan. You're the wrestle doer, okay? You're not just sitting back. Like, the fan institutes that you're a sit-down, watching the show, not involved, armchair quarterback booker. Now...
I love that all fans are armchair quarterback bookers.
Yes! Blanket! Everybody else!
Sorg, you can call me whatever you want. Just don't call me late for dinner.
Please don't use that when you commentate. Please, get that out of your system now.
That is a wrestling announcer mainstay. That's incredible.
Oh, man.
Starting out strong.
So comments from the unwashed masses. I corrected myself. This is comments from the WWE Facebook page provided by one Bobby F. J. Town. Let's get into it. About the Caitlyn and AJ storyline. This is not good. It is bullying.
Okay.
It's bullying.
bullying.
Okay. The next one. Denial Brian. Awesome Yar and the Viper Randy Orton. Incredible. They will easily beat the Shield. See you at Playback.
All right.
And by the way, Awesome and Orton are spelled with zeros instead of O's.
And it's all in exclamation points, but the exclamation points come after commas.
Okay.
Yeah, I think a robot wrote this.
I need to start putting these on screen.
Number 3. Randy Orton is everything we believe. One day, he will end the Shield. ...
If he's everything we believe, I'm going to jump off a bridge.
Yeah. And number 4.
Then I'll just slide off because I have baby oil all over my body.
Aw.
Yes.
Randy a smackhead. That why he not ib talk matches and loser often. Why you think he had half a year of LOL?
Randy is a smackhead.
That's not even close to English. What on earth were they trying to say?
Eamon, you're a smackhead.
I can understand half, but he said you can have half a year of LOL. That's a sentence I didn't know existed until now.
Half isn't even a word. And I'm not sure what he was trying to say. Have a year of LOL?
Well, anyways.
He had half a
year off?
At least,
half a year off, maybe, of LOL, and then LOL?
But don't try to overthink it, guys. Anyways, it's good to just look at this to see, realize this is the people.
These are the kind of people that we have to interact with on a daily basis.
Yeah, basically. Or the ones that watch Raw, the ones that just an idea. So when everybody gets all high and mighty about, well, I don't understand why Raw is doing this. Who does this appeal to? Now you get it.
Well, sometimes that is the case, but
yes.
I'm confused.
That's what makes the social media title Randy is a Smackhead. Thank you. Somebody put that in the doc. So with that, LB, did you do this other thing in the doc that it looks prepared?
Is there? Hold on. Let me see. What we got here?
1 to CM Punk scale.
1 to CM. Oh yeah. How excited! I think I should have. I wasn't thinking this one through. I think we're all pretty fucking excited for the Wyatt family, right?
Yeah. I think it's pretty unanimous at this point, right?
Yeah. They seem to be the most interesting characters that they've developed for a while.
I was shocked. I watched SmackDown. I was shocked that there were 2 promos for them, which I think both of them were played on Raw. But they were debuting promos on SmackDown. You know, WrestleFan and I think share we've seen them and it's been amazing. WrestleFan, I know you're caught up, but I got to the point where he started calling himself the World Eater.
The Eater of Worlds.
Eater of Worlds, yes.
Holy
apparently,
fuck.
Bray Wyatt is fucking Galactus.
Yep.
And he started, and of course, a lot of the stuff we're seeing now is, I think, a lot of recycled stuff. We've been seeing, anybody that's been watching NXT has seen a lot of these visuals for months. This is just how they come out, you know. So this is nothing new to people who have been in the know, I guess. But I love seeing the reaction. This is you know what this is like? This is like everybody that read Game of Thrones and then held out for the Red Wedding. Spoilers. From 2 episodes ago. Fuck you. But it's like everybody that just sat there and watched everybody wait, you know, and they knew the Red Wedding was coming, and they knew they were going to kill the fuck out of people, and they knew, oh, this is going to be good when they finally figure out what's going to happen here. Not to that extent, but WrestleFan, does that kind of feel like we know what the deal is?
I think so. I think we know certain subtleties that other people don't.
Yeah.
And we know subtleties to the character and to, you know, what he's about, why he is the way he is, why are these people with him, you know, the whole development of it all. And I think it sort of helps us to a degree because we have a better understanding of what we are to expect. And it allows us to get excited.
Yeah, exactly, and share that excitement, and then they see us like oh my god, and I think by themselves like LB and Riz, you're going into this not seeing any of the Wyatt family previously, right? At this point,
right? Not yet.
Not
I
yet.
do have plans to get good and caught up with
so what
NXT. What
is your thoughts like as a virgin to this experience? More or less of the Wyatt family, like is it instantaneous? Like, what was that? What is both of you? What is your reaction as new people to this?
For me, to go back on the scale, I am on an 8.5-ish right now.
Okay.
I want to see what they do. I've Luke Harper, that's his name, right? Again, Luke Harper has been in the federations for a while, before he was signed with WWE. I liked him then.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to see what they do with him now. But I also have in the back of my mind what the WWE probably has for them is probably not the same thing that we all expect from them.
Mm-hmm.
Because look what they're doing with Cesaro.
See, and this is obviously from the people that sort of watch NXT. I think it's a testament that Brody Lee really guts to be Brody Lee.
Well, that's the thing, though. I get that, and I want that. Mm-hmm. We all want that, but I've seen it go so wrong so fast in the past that I'm not going to get my hopes up that this is going to be the best thing that ever happened in the WWE this year.
Okay.
I mean, I'm still going to be excited for when they come out.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to be just like WrestleFan and Sorg, but I'm going to wait for my oh my god moment that they finally arrived. I don't want to feel just going, oh, there they are, and there they go, bye. Bye, go bye, you're going back to NXT, bye. Because we've seen that so much in WWE history that they just go away.
Well, that was a thing, and there you go.
Yeah.
I'm also super worried about sort of the transition to the WWE Raw crowd. I'm so worried that the minute Bray Wyatt comes out, people are going to chant Husky Harris because they're douchebags. I'm sorry.
I hope not. I really hope. I think that what's going on here, generally from the buzz over it, is superseding what's happening.
Yeah.
Now, if he debuts in Chicago or New Jersey or New York, could be a problem. If they debut the Wyatt family right smack in that crazy ass show the day after WrestleMania, I think that would have happened and he would have been ruined. But Yeah, we always say, Mike's saying no one chanted Johnny Curtis. I think Bray looks totally different than Husky did. He did! Guys, until
That's
you
true.
mentioned it on the show or the Hangout a few weeks ago, I had no idea that was Husky Harris.
Yeah.
That is how
Yesterday,
much
I
he's
thought-
been made over. He is a different person.
Husky Harris wasn't around long enough for
No.
people to get a good look at him.
No, that's true. That's true. But he was still part of NXT, at least for a minute. Like, he was still enough, you know. But, I mean, then again, you know, Skip Sheffield, Ryback, you know.
Right.
And he's been seeing a lot more than Husky Harris was, to be honest. You know?
I think nowadays, I think people were still like, oh, it's Skip Sheffield. Let's make fun of him because he skipped Sheffield. Or let's chant Goldberg at him.
Yeah.
You know? Or I wouldn't be surprised when Bray comes out and they start chanting Waylon Mercy because they, you know, are that kind of people.
I honestly, did I miss, was that the years I was ostracized from wrestling that Waylon Mercy was a thing? Because everybody kept
I
talking
think
about
you
it.
were in WCW when Waylon Mercy was going on.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right. Tony Schiavone and Mike Tenay. Yeah. Okay. Anyways, but yeah, it is definitely the most exciting thing. Other than that, Raw last night was tremendous. I mean, even a lot of people were calling for it, like within the next 12 months. I think Lance Storm or somebody was calling it on Twitter. Daniel Bryan, that guy's getting a belt in 12 months if he keeps this up.
Daniel Bryan, you make me so happy.
Yeah, seriously. I mean, the show as a whole had some great matches last night. I love the way it started. I know WrestleFan disagrees with me on that, but we went back to like, we had good wrestling, and they're not going to get this every week, and it's harsh when they do. But it was really hard to split our time between the show and the Sony press conference. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I had to stop multiple times while rewatching the Xbox press conference to watch the Daniel Bryan Seth Rollins match.
Yeah.
It was that good, and I did go back and rewatch that over and over again.
It was like that. That's one of those matches that happens where I think like there's nothing like I don't think there was a plan like of it happening the way it happens.
It was
it's
another
one
match.
of those. No, it was like
Of course there wasn't a plan, Sorg. That vote is totally random.
But it was one of those. No. It just feels like it's one of those where, regardless of whatever the plan is for the match, the storyline, etc., they say, "Hey, you're the guys we're going to give some time to tonight." I think that's the moment Daniel Bryan and Seth Rollins look at each other like, "Let's fucking do this." You know, like
It was
let's
so
let's
good.
so like I think there's those moments where guys like that just kind of step up and say, "Well, okay, let's show them what we can really do." You know, especially Daniel Bryan, who has been admittedly, I'll get to your WrestleFan, sorry.
No, I'm sorry, that's okay.
You know, the hangout talking over thing. I think Daniel Bryan is at that point was like, I've been doing this joke crap for so long. I need to show people I remember how to be awesome. You know, and I think we saw that.
And oh boy, does he!
And I love when that happens on a platform like Raw. And the general populace, the masses that we just read from a little bit ago, get to see something like that.
Yeah. I love the transition from Daniel Bryan's sort of comedy-based character to being this guy that he is now. The whole, basically, you know, I'm not the weak link here.
Yeah.
Perfect.
And
it works so well because he gets to showcase what he does best.
It goes back to, and LB, I think you've seen more of this than I have, but doesn't it go back to that more pure sport, I'm going to show you why I'm the effing best Bryan Danielson of past, right?
Oh, definitely, yeah. He's got the intensity that he hasn't had for quite a long time, and it's really it's good to see when he's not. I think actually. Brandon Stroud said this in one of his columns, and I want to give credit where credit's due. Daniel Bryan isn't just running across the ring anymore. He's fucking booking it across the ring. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
He's putting some oomph behind his shit. And it's really it's excellent to see and refreshing.
Yeah, and when he was still a good wrestler when he was doing the comedy stuff, he was still kicking people pretty hard, but like he wasn't that guy. You know, he wasn't that super aggressive, catching your leg in midair and putting it into a submission and, like, you know, all those amazing counters and all that stuff. It just, it's great. It's absolutely great. That match last night was so good. I didn't mind that Randy Orton had play in it.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, definitely.
I saw people complaining about that on Twitter. I'm like, I thought it worked.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it worked fine.
It was the only time that we all agreed that Randy Orton should be there for some reason. Well,
Yeah.
let me backtrack. That the storyline wanted Randy Orton there, and it fit.
Yeah.
Because we don't really want Randy Orton.
And I love
And
that.
it didn't diminish anything Daniel Bryan did.
And we're at this point where I don't know if you guys how much you guys follow SmackDown. I didn't catch 2 weeks ago. I catch this last week. That Daniel Bryan's going out there and just having good matches. You know, to it's turned into this whole thing. You know, and the turnaround that he's working with Orton, I think it's interesting. It's something different. You know, I still love that Randy Orton and Kane become the voices of reason, considering their history. But that's great. I think that's what makes it so interesting, so fun, so different. You know, no, it doesn't make fucking sense. But why not? You know,
I think it does. Though.
Like Randy Orton saying, "Come on, man, you need to calm down and have a cool head." It's like, what? You know, guy that beat up Triple H with the sledgehammer and RKO's people I know. Yeah, you know,
he RKO'd Daniel Bryan.
Yeah, exactly,
on
exactly.
SmackDown.
And I'm surprised they kind of turned around from that, right? But it's great stuff. I dig it. So, so good job. And the pay-per-view. There's a pay-per-view this weekend, and hey, I kind of want to see it.
It
looks pretty good.
Like, I want to see this more than I did Extreme Rules. Really?
Yeah.
I mean, I thought the pull apart was really fun last night. I know you're like
you don't like
fun.
It's another pull apart. What?
It was what was expected.
Was it? I didn't know the Lumberjacks were going. Maybe because I just didn't
come out. You're like, they're gonna have a pull apart.
I honestly didn't think about that. I didn't know where they're going with that. I had
with that one, they whenever there's security or referees or wrestlers, they're all going to do that big spot where they're going to pull them apart. Oh no, someone's going to jump those guys and get them. But they're going to pull them back again, and we'll fade to black. It's always happened in wrestling. And it always is fun to see.
It is.
The crowd is actually into it.
Yes, and that they had all the wrestlers involved. That was great.
And to be fair to it all, I didn't really listen to the promo, so I don't even know what it was about. So
that's your problem. That's your problem.
That could have affected it. That could have made it better. Yes. I don't know.
It
also could have made it worse.
Anyways, Payback again this Sunday. It's a good lineup. Your boy Sheamus got relegated to the pre-show there, Eamon. So I'm sure you're happy about that. And I do want to say, I said this last night. Like, this is not a downfall of Sheamus. I really don't think being put on the pre-show, the YouTube or Yahoo or whatever is now pre-show. I don't think that's a discount. I think we want to put somebody on there that people want to see. So maybe they'll buy the pay-per-view. And
it's the Sunday Night Heat.
It is the Sunday Night Heat, but
it's the Sunday Night Heat.
But we're not getting Scotty 2 Hottie versus random guy anymore for the Sunday Night Heat. We're getting something that's been built on SmackDown for like 3 weeks, which is interesting.
Well, it was the beginning of the pre-show Heat, where they have a storyline to go with.
Yeah.
If you remember, I think wasn't Mick Foley and Big Show on Heat to see who was going to be the referee or something?
No, that was on the pay-per-view.
Sometimes they would do that. Sometimes they would do that too. Yes. But they have done that. They've done battle royals for fighting the U.S. champion later in the night, I think, in the past. And I like when they do that.
This match doesn't really have an effect on the rest of the card.
No.
But, I mean, it's going to be a fine match.
No, it probably will. But again, it's like not missing it. I enjoyed the stuff on SmackDown, but I don't really need to see the match. So it's not a big deal to me.
Because we know what's going to happen.
3 stages of hell, I think that's been talked to death in general. I don't think we need to get into that. Ziggler is coming back against Del Rio. I think it's great. You know, we'll see. We'll see if he's hurt enough they're going to drop the belt off of him.
I don't think so.
I don't think they will. Unless there is something else going on we don't know about. What is it, Jericho CM Punk? Punk, hometown. This is where interesting things happen.
I don't think he's coming back.
I don't know, man. It's Chicago.
I don't
I
think
might have
he's
to
coming
agree with
back.
Chris.
Dude, no.
I mean,
If he
I don't
doesn't
think
come
this-
back, dude, if he doesn't come back in Chicago, there will be a freaking riot.
Exactly.
Dude,
supposed to
remember
be
Money
a
in the Bank?
heel.
Yeah.
He's
He's a
supposed
heel,
to be
Paul
a
Heyman's
heel.
gonna get over.
Why
sir.
not no-show the freaking pay-per-view where you're at?
I like the idea. He's coming around back to face.
But against Jericho?
It could be
That's
the
how
start
he's
of
gonna
it.
come around?
It could be the start of it. Well, I think Jericho's going to be a non-factor. I think Jericho gets him in the door, and we see where we go from there after the
Because ever
Jericho
noticed there has not been a word from CM Punk?
match. No, but they're promoting it,
I know, it's
dude.
pretty great.
They have commercials for this match.
Of course
Because
they're
his
promoting it.
manager did it. It doesn't mean his superstar agreed to
And they're not predicated on Heyman did this, Heyman signed him up for this. They're like, here's a picture of CM Punk. He's going to wrestle this guy. I think if you explicitly do that, you don't pull that shit. You know,
I
CM
still
Punk
don't
will
think
at
it's
least
gonna
be
happen.
there.
No, they
I don't-
always say card subject to change.
Oh, but still, that
Yeah.
you're explicitly doing that.
Because Curtis Axel is doing
If I was seeing
But-
more 3 Stages of Hell commercials and none of those, then I would say, but now I'm seeing that. I can't discount that. IC Championship, we got Wade Barrett, The Miz, and Curtis Axel. Fandango out with a concussion. Stop booking 3-ways, guys.
No, keep booking 3-ways.
Keep knocking out the good ones.
Keep booking 3-ways until you get Sheamus in there so you can concuss.
Rollins and Reigns defending the belts against Orton and Daniel Bryan. I'm interested to see where it goes. I don't expect the title change personally. U.S. belt, Dean Ambrose versus Kane. We've been liking the Dean Ambrose, right, guys? Really
Yeah,
hasn't-
Kane's.
Kane's kind of a utility guy
Solid.
at this point. Yeah, he's solid.
He's solid, but he doesn't really matter.
Caitlyn
either
and
way when he's
AJ
on the card.
Lee. I enjoyed that. We mentioned before the women's doing something.
Yeah,
right?
great promo. I thought it was really interesting, and hopefully they'll pay off. I think Caitlyn needs to win
Yeah,
for it to mean anything.
because nothing else has happened.
If
Be a star,
AJ just
guys.
wins the championship, it's going to go back to meaning nothing.
Yeah, she's just going to walk around
Be a
it for
star.
months along with Dolph and Big E. So,
Yeah.
and of course Sheamus and Damian Sandow. So, anything you guys want to throw out there? Any thoughts about anything on that card? I think we kind of ran down the whole thing.
So
The only title I can see changing is the Intercontinental title,
Yeah,
and that's going to Curtis Axel.
I think
I don't
that'd be
see
great.
The Miz winning.
I think that'd be great.
Wade Barrett hasn't done shit with that.
No,
Because
how
they
is
haven't
Curtis
pushed him.
Axel going to win it?
What?
'Cause
Perfect flex.
he's a count-out kid.
that's true. There's no count out in a 3-way
true, but
unless we
he's
change the rules
still
again.
gonna win.
Unless we just have a magical rule where there's count-outs, just like no DQ matches.
Yeah, exactly.
He's gonna win it.
Read the book, WrestleFan. Anyways, no, I think I think it's one of those where he kind of I think Barrett and Miz kick the crap out of each other and he runs in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I think it's going to be cheap. Heyman will probably get involved, but that's okay. You know.
Yeah.
And he follows in his dad's footsteps. I think it's appropriate right now. I think he could benefit from that if anybody, and hopefully Heyman walking around with the IC belt like he was the WWE belt means something. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
At least to get some.
Actually,
Cradling it.
Yeah.
now that I think about it, I think Miz may win based
Oh.
off of interference by Triple H.
Oh yeah.
Because Triple
Could
H
be.
is nowhere on this
That's
card.
true. That's true. And he is like the major storyline. So
Yeah,
Um,
Triple H versus Vince McMahon is the major storyline. Curtis Axel.
yeah, how'd that turn around, huh?
Oh God.
Ugh.
Oh boy, because we didn't have that for a while. They just kind of throw it in every now and again. See where we go. He did beat Sin Cara with a perfect flex. Good pointing out there, Bobby. So,
Mhm.
Someone watches SmackDown.
all right, guys. On that point, I want to know.
That was a good SmackDown.
It was a good SmackDown.
It was a good SmackDown.
I want to know, guys, what did you learn from wrestling this week? There's been so much. The Riz.
I learned that the Great Khali, Tyson Kidd, 3-man band, and JTG will be the main event on a pay-per-view. Think about it. Think about it. Will be the last match on a pay-per-view. lumberjacks, but still on the pay-per-view and not a pre-show or anything like that.
Oh.
They're going to be on the
Where
main
they belong.
event.
Guys, I'm going
I
to
thought you were talking about having sex with him.
Yeah.
No, that was the first segment.
Big old orgy in the middle of the ring.
Aim it! Future star of DVD and video on demand, potentially.
Okay.
I don't know.
So-
I don't know what your company's plans are.
Now we have to do that now.
Or-
Thanks, Sorg.
I said potentially.
Potentially.
Let me know if
I
they need
learned-
help with that.
Okay. I learned from wrestling this week. Going back to this apparent rule book in professional wrestling.
Read the book.
Did you guys know that if you don't have a ring bell, you can't have a wrestling match?
It's only logical.
Yeah. Also, they brought out the ring bell in the middle of the Kane Dean Ambrose match. So how did they have the match start?
Don't ask too many questions. Don't ask too many. No.
My brain will hurt.
What'd
so
you
bad.
learn?
Sorry, I thought I smelled burning. What's-
What you learned?
Wow.
What did I learn from this week in wrestling? I learned that Brad Maddox is at his best when he's creeping strangely in the background.
Yes.
Yes.
He was
I mean,
incredible, and all he
That
had to
needs
do was
be
this.
a meme. Just him in historical posts of people. Just him
Mhm.
peeking over somebody's shoulder. That's smile on his face. Yeah.
Fantastic.
Sorgatron.
Yes, I learned.
Sorgatron.
I'm
What
very
did you learn?
disappointed because I thought Big E and Caitlyn was going to be a very cute couple.
Oh, my heart!
I mean, wasn't anybody like,
my
oh,
heart was shattered.
that makes, they're like the new power
Yeah.
couple. You know, just
They were going to be Katie.
Katie. Yeah, from the chat room, Matt Mike says. Rampage and Angle. I learned that Rampage
no.
is a poor man's Mike Tyson.
I learned no one gives a fuck about Rampage and Angle.
And then they just got into a conversation about that. Bobby learned that it's hard to concentrate on Sony and WWE at the same time. But when Todd Pettingzoo yells at you for doing your job, you have to pay attention to Daniel Bryan. There you go.
Yeah.
Guys,
O'Brien.
this has been your Wrestling Mayhem Show, WrestlingMayhemShow.com. We do this every Tuesday night, roundabouts 9 p.m. Eastern Time at live.sorgatronmedia.com. You can tune in as early as 7 p.m. We talk about technology. We talk about video games with awesome cast and Let's Play. Check out all that stuff at sorgatronmedia.com. You can find everything at iTunes, Stitcher, Spreaker, Blip TV, Roku, and YouTube. Well, about everything. You'll find this show and some of the other shows. Also, drop a line if you have any commentary on what we've talked about today, anything you want us to talk about. You see where the questions go at the beginning of the show. Very uncomfortable sometimes, but we like the fans to kind of guide our conversation. Let us know
Ask us what you want to bone.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, or who do you want to bone?
You know what? No. Everybody who's listening now, email the show at
Good times.
and tell us
At WrestlingMayhemShow.com.
at WrestlingMayhemShow.com who on the show would you like to bone?
Oh, God, no.
No, this is perfect.
We will read this next week.
Please, ladies, guys, some of the guys, ladies, some of the guys, I guess.
We have a lady.
We do have at least one of you out there, yes.
We
And
will
also,
have-
buy the app, WMS Gold. You can get us anytime. iOS App Store, your Amazon App Store, Android and iOS devices. Links and extras, bonus content we don't put on the show when we release it just for you. A little bit, we just get kind of unwinding and conversing about whatever we do. I think we talked about a little bit of E3. DJ Lunchbox starts the show about 2 or 3 times. And there you go. Guys, it's the Wrestling Mayhem Show. Thanks, Riz, Eamon, DJ
You're welcome.
Lunchbox, everybody in the chat room, everybody that joined us on the stream. There's so many of you. Please follow the show. Love it. Like it. Tell your friends about us. We're the Fans Podcast.
Rub your dick on it.
We're the sit back couch Booking Fans Podcast. I knew it was going to bite me in the ass. Thank you. Mayhem Show, out.